G'day, Wes. Happy New Year.
Yeah, same to you. All right, Beck.
Thank you.
So tell me, what can I help you with on this fine Monday?
Oh, look, we have a really low-cost business opportunity for our cooks, and it's on my heart to keep it that way. It's just we want it to be something that people can afford to achieve to work with us. But we often have people who come on board and they're all excited and they're keen to meet, and my heart is to meet all of them before we actually give them a role with our business. So I'll say fly to Melbourne. They'll cancel the day before or when we get there. And it's just incredibly frustrating. It's a lot of valuable time out of my week. And I'm just wondering what the best method is to stop this from happening. Or is there a way to put a financial value on that meeting? We know that people don't really have a lot of value on things when they don't pay for them.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking, is there some way that I can structure it so that they actually have a perceived value from paying some money?
Great. Did you say you fly to them?
Yes.
Okay, so my first thought is that is a very bad model, right? Because there's zero buy-in from the person you're going to, right? So
from that perspective, we do always do other things while we're down there. So we'll go and we'll meet some support workers or some service providers. We'll actually make it a dual process. So
sure, except that's still nearly impossible to scale because you're doing secondary work instead of the core business. Okay, so give me the context, right? How much would somebody be paying to be a cook with I Hate Cooking?
At the moment, we have a base fee of $250, and that just includes their apron and some of their equipment. They still have probably $4,000 worth of outlay just for the equipment that they need.
Yep.
So that's just something that we started charging because of the same reason. People have more value on it if they have paid something.
The 4K that they buy, is that through you or do they just go and source their own?
Not at this point in time, but we are working on a way to, some of them, yes, but at this point in time, not all of it. We're definitely working with people that have already got some of the products that they need, and there may be about half that left to invest.
Okay. Do you think you have to go and see them?
Not necessarily, but I do like to. I just feel that once you actually sit face to face with somebody, you really get to know more about them. You can read body language and those sort of things.
Sure. I'm wondering whether you could see them in the first month rather than at sale time.
Yeah, usually we've had a conversation with them and I'll plan a trip to see them. Usually a few of them at a time.
Okay, yeah, so I guess I'm just looking at it going, great, you want to build that relationship with them and see them eye to eye. If they've already joined at $250, which is next to nothing, if they've already joined, then you don't mind investing the money because they're probably going to, they're invested into the process. I mean, I wonder whether, I wonder, there's two thoughts in my mind. I wonder whether we go, all right, so here's how it works from here. Pay the joining fee and I'll book a flight to come and see you. We're not talking about $2,500 here, right? We're talking about dog food for the month or whatever, right? So it's a small amount of money.
We're still flying really fast,
Or here's a different tact. I want to see you before you join. I'll go you halves. You pay for half my ticket to Melbourne, and I'll pay half.
Okay.
So all we're doing is putting all it does is force those people that were never doing it to say no early, so you're not wasting your time and money. So I'm wondering whether we can say, listen, before you join, and by the way, $250 should probably immediately go to $350, right? Because no one's going to be like yes at $250 and no at $350, right? They're taking on a career here or a second income, and they love cooking, obviously, because people like me hate it, right? So I reckon you've got room to increase your joining fee. First and foremost, I reckon you could say join and I'll fly down, and I reckon, or you could say, all right, my travel cost is $400. I invoice you for half, and then I'll come and see you. And they may say, why am I paying for you to come and sell to me? And then you know they're probably not that keen. Because if you were looking at a business opportunity and the person lived interstate and they were going to, And you just say to them, hey, listen, we've had many people that are keen and they cancel when I get there, and we just don't do that anymore. I think most people are going to get it if you say to them, I want some commitment from you financially up front before I fly. But I actually, now that I'm kind of deliberating this with you, I prefer my first answer, right? Which is join and I'll be on the next plane down to come and set you up well.
Right.
Because it's $250. I mean, you can Skype, right?
Yeah.
If they want to vet if you're real, Skype. You're real, right? You're going to talk to them. You can see them. You're in your kitchen. They're maybe in theirs, whatever. You can answer all their questions.
And there's usually a Skype involved. But, you know, if I'm going into their kitchen and seeing their house, I get to get a little bit of an idea of how they live, whether they're going to be clean, all those sort of things. So it's always very valuable.
Do it after they've joined. If you go to their place and they're not an ideal candidate, give them their $250 back and put that down to a bad experience.
Yep.
But
I'm okay with that.
But at least they've put some money up in you've got a bit of hurt money. And tell them that $250 is non-refundable.
Yep.
Because you're going to pay to go to Melbourne or wherever you have to go and sign these people up, right? Or to set them up well. So basically you're becoming the cooking coach. They're going to join and then you're going to help them be massively successful. But you're not going to go and spend any time with them until they have first joined at $250 or $350 or soon to be $450 and maybe $550.